Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and let me give my official name now because I tried the last Friday I was doing this and we got striked. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's Factual Friday. All right, so let's get in. We've got all about masculinity tonight. So we're gonna get into this and hopefully some good talking points here.
He actually looks like a cartoon villain.
Lee, this is bad, right? Neon today, literally an hour ago, got banned on Kick.
Young men who are not kept in.
An hour ago, got banned on Kick.
Young men who are not kept in check. And what do? They wreak havoc.
Probably just money.
But I think it's something everybody should do just to test.
Weak, immoral men abuse women.
Yep.
Gang, whole lot of gangs.
Act like men. Be strong.
An attack on masculinity is an attack on the God who created us.
Men are supposed to lead and protect. But that's not what we're seeing from many of the most popular influencers on social media today. Let's take a look at 6 men who are influencing millions of young people and what we can learn from their behavior. I was pretty shocked by what I learned about the last person we're going to talk about. First, Jack Doherty.
Go.
This is Jack's iconic.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this one here really makes me mad. When you have guys that act like this, that act so tough, but yet they hide behind, and it's been all different things. Bodyguards, other friends, whatever may be, their wife, I mean, there's a lot. Now, a good wife will protect and make sure that the husband does not get in trouble, but will not have to face every battle for the man.
And men don't go out looking for trouble either.
Yes, and men do not go out looking for trouble either, as Nefer just said.
This little shit's this fun mirror. It's like he goes and he acts like a child, gets up in people's faces, and then instantly hides behind his bodyguard.
His face and then hides behind his bodyguard. I mean, this other guy that's talking about it is cool, and he'll say the same stuff, but it's ridiculous. You get people like this, and they are the cowards among cowards. All they, like this kid, most generally, from what it seems, just wants the YouTube hits or TikTok or whatever platform he's on. He just wants the hits on that. And that is absolutely screwed up, not right, and he will get smited for what he is doing.
These are the kinds of examples that they have for kids, like younger men to look up to. It's like these are the examples.
Yeah, yes, this is the examples that younger kids have to look up to. And it's absolutely ridiculous. More of what I'm saying, more of what a few of these other guys that are out there are saying. We got MTR. He's a great role model for kids.
A lot of these Christian content creators.
Yeah, we've seen quite a few good Christian content creators.
It's like, as far as the whole, it'll get even worse into the whole thing of what they consider to be masculinity now, but it's like, no, we're gonna get this off of you.
And it's absolutely ridiculous.
Shtick, where he walks around causing a ruckus, just being this menace to society, harassing people, and then trying to get a rise out of them.
If menace to society were in the dictionary, there would be a picture of Jack Doherty's face next to the definition. This is a guy whose entire claim to fame is basically interrupting the lives of normal people, minding their own business, simply to get reactions out of them to post on social media, because this kind of in real life drama gets millions of views. Even worse than this, Jack uses bodyguards to protect himself from the people he terrorizes, so that if any of them react, there is a bodyguard between Jack and his victims.
The second someone looks like they're ready to get confrontational with Jack, he has his security guards swoop in and stop it. Just put the kibosh on it immediately. He travels with his bodyguards that are basically his babysitters, his nannies, really his guardian angels. They're the only thing that's kept him alive this long, because he is such a piece of shit. Everybody wants to fight him when he does things like this, but his bodyguards protect him. And he still has the gall, the chutzpah to stand behind his bodyguards, peek his head over, and continue to insult the person.
There's a reason why Jack is pretty much universally hated among pretty much everyone in the world. He has absolutely no regard for the well-being of other people, and everything he does is just for clout and attention. Even if he...
Again, exactly what I said. He's doing it for the views. He doesn't give a crap about what happens to anybody else, even himself, from what I've seen. And it's absolutely ridiculous. It's like somebody playing Grand Theft Auto, except this is real life.
harms and terrorizes people who have done absolutely nothing to him.
He actually looks like a cartoon villain out of Popeye. Like, look at the way he conducts himself. It's so bad.
Jack is what happens when parents not only do not do anything to rein in the sin of their children, but actually support and enable their evil behavior.
His parents complete.
And as for his parents, that is ridiculous. The fact that parents would allow a kid to do this and support it. Support what he's doing because of the money.
Yeah.
Money is the root of it all. Do not sell yourself short or sell yourself at all for money.
Like, that's just not going to last you.
No.
You know, it's like leave a legacy, leave something. I mean, it's like, do you think that in 1,000 years anybody's gonna know who these people are besides being a menace if they know about them at all?
Exactly.
You know, it's like there's like no message.
There isn't.
You know,
There's none. It's just him.
just him being dumb, and it's like there's a few of them who are like that. And it's like, unfortunately, this is what the young men are looking up to.
Yeah, it
And
is.
it's like I used to see it a lot, like when he was younger, when you know Guru was younger.
Yes.
The other fellow kids in school, it's like they had these role models that were like these YouTubers that were like that. And
I know,
they were
and
they were little disrespectful brats.
Yeah, no.
You know.
Failed him, as we saw in my last video on him, because they didn't mentor and guide him. They just enabled him to be this reckless internet kid who would do anything for views.
A kid like Jack especially needed parents who would restrain his evil behavior. But because his parents were happy to see him become rich and famous, a person like Jack has now been unleashed upon the world.
The idea that children, when they're being brought up, they have to be taught how to behave before they believe. Exactly what you're talking about here. And in order for that to happen, you've got to have a structure, and not just a structure, but that structure of the family actually has to have a direction. Otherwise, children are just sort of left to their own devices.
Second, Sneeko.
Love her. I was about to say I love this. I'm like, no, let me not say that. I love my wifey, my queen.
And you allowed the love of your life to get by another man.
What happened to the others?
I'm crazy.
Sneeko is someone who presents himself as being a tough alpha male, yet he was perfectly willing to encourage his girlfriend to attend a party where the central theme is unfaithfulness to one's partner. Sneeko's degenerate behavior regarding women is largely influenced by...
And I mean, that is absolutely ridiculous to be somebody that would allow your girl, wife, girlfriend, whatever the case may be, to have your girl go and be put in harm's way, to be given to another with your authority. I mean, that is ridiculous. A true man would stand up and never attend something like this. He would not even look that way. And it's going to go on to talk about Andrew Tate, and a lot of bad is said about Andrew Tate, but in a lot of ways he jokes with a lot of it.
Yeah,
People just don't understand the sarcasm he has with it.
Yeah, it's like a character. He's like literally like a character. He's like made this persona, and it's like he's like the most extreme of that archetype. You know, the most extreme of the alpha males.
Yes.
But when I heard him talk to like Piers Morgan,
that was a good one.
He had some valid thoughts, you know, and he was talking about like, was like I love women, and it's like I do this for them, and it was like more of the softer side there.
Yep.
You know, but there's just like, I mean, it's a really overinflated ego. It's like it's so over the top that you can't take it seriously.
Well, you shouldn't.
Like,
a lot of people do, and that's the problem.
Yeah, especially like 14-year-olds, 15-year-olds. I know that they were really falling for that kind of crap, but yeah, like Dylan Mulvaney is the same for the trans community. Just so over the top, so completely like, just like the stereotypical most extreme of that demographic.
Yes.
That it's like it's a character. It's a character that's been built. It's not like a real person. They're not actually representing real things in their community.
Exactly.
They're just entertainers.
Yes.
You know? So
Andrew Tate, who he sees as a
So how do you act? How do you base your decisions?
On what I think is right. Who do you think acts right and who do you think acts wrong?
Someone like Tate.
I do agree that men should have role models who are more mature and experienced, who can provide good wisdom and guidance to younger or more inexperienced men. But Andrew Tate, who does not want to get married and wants to produce as many children as he can with as many women as he can, is simply not at all a good role model for men to have, especially regarding the realm of relationships and marriage.
It's the first time, as soon as I saw it, like 3 pumps in, I just got up and walked. Like, feeling traumatic thoughts, like seeing her with another person. It's a lot. But I think it's something everybody should do just to test.
So first, it's absolutely disgusting that instead of protecting the woman he is in a relationship with, Sneeko instead encourages her to have intercourse with other men. And then he doesn't like it when he sees it actually happen. This is degenerate behavior that does not characterize true men who embody the masculinity that God calls them to exhibit.
Boys have to be masculine. Why? Because they turn into husbands who are to portray the relationship and love that Christ has for his bride, the church.
And second, not only did Sneeko choose to exhibit this degenerate behavior in his own relationship, he has the gall to say that it is something that everybody should do just to test. Well, not if you believe in something called morality or faithfulness. And really quickly, if you want to support this channel and help spread biblical truth to more people, I would be so grateful if you would click that subscribe button. Men are called to protect, and what Sneeko did and is encouraging other men to do is...
Yes, this is the Joyful Exile, you said, right?
Yes, it's Mike, the Joyful Exile.
Another good channel. You guys will see a lot here. We try to get everything for you, and whatever content we have, we'll try to let you know who it is, what it is.
Yeah, we're being very careful with copyright strikes and everything.
Yeah.
You will not be seeing any more probably Dr. Phil.
Yeah, Dr. Phil's out of my whole thing now because that's what got me a strike on the last one.
In the History Channel.
Yeah.
I mean, spreading great information.
And I'm sorry that the last Friday we didn't do it because, got striked.
Yep.
So, we'll try to keep it better. We'll try to get you guys the most accurate and best information we possibly can.
Yep, sounds good.
The exact opposite of this duty that God has given to men.
Men are a force that defends society, that defends the family. So when you attack men, you are leaving things that need to be defended in a position where they're not being defended. So we're actually cutting off our nose to spite our face.
Third, Neon, who got a ban from the streaming service Kick for saying something absolutely evil to a minor.
I don't believe you're 10 years old. I will please bleed. I swear to God.
But Neon today, literally an hour ago, got banned on Kick. Now, there's no information about how long, but what he did was pretty grim, even for him. So he's on this live service where you can webcam people and people can join your webcam, and this little kid, don't know how old his age actually is, but he looks pretty young, started giving Neon grief.
And, okay, before we get into this one, this one here really fries me too, because this isn't a, middle-aged guy, right?
I don't know.
20s to 30s, I would say, is what he looks like. Who is jumping on a kid, I'm assuming 12 to 16 years old, within that range, about a video game. Now, this could make people commit. I don't know if I can say it.
They can't. Unalive themselves.
Yeah, unalive themselves. There you go. This can make that happen. You cannot do that. That is not right. You should not get that into the game. That you're...
I know, that's the dumbest crap.
Word from a gamer themselves. Please stop smashing your keyboards.
I'm trying to...
Are you, crazy if you smash your keyboard with a game?
Rage quitting?
Yeah.
Yeah, rage quitting.
Neon, I'm gonna look him up.
And Neon started giving him grief back and forth. He's a kid, so you should be able to handle it, Neon, but Neon's doing anything for views. And Neon ends this interaction by saying he's basically gonna...
If you don't have strong men in a culture, then what you have is young men who are not kept.
It keeps popping up talking about space.
Can you pause it?
No, not until it... Our internet looks good. What are you guys doing?
I was trying to look at this YouTuber.
Give us a minute, people. Sorry. I don't know why our internet's doing this. We're still going.
Do you
It's
have-
this.
Do you have internet?
My internet.
You have internet too, right?
I have internet.
This has internet too.
Okay. Do you know how to pause the stream?
Can I just try to go forward and see if it loads the next one?
You can. Will you try and come back to this one?
Yeah, we will. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, just give me 1 second.
But I'll show you how to pause the stream and I'll delete some stuff. I mean, it shouldn't be doing that though, because it's just streaming. It's not like downloading anything. All right, so touch the bubble.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, be right back. Just sit still.
Just hit pause button. Careful what you touch, because you don't want to.
Oh. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, you gotta give us a minute. This phone is really acting up, so we gotta restart it. So, hopefully, if it works well, I'll be back within 5 minutes. Otherwise, we'll have to start a whole other one, and I think it just kicked me out of it. The thingy on the top went away.
No, because it just touched the
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be back.
technical difficulties and then pause again.